Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on the Festival of the Troubadours. Foreign film, I'm not sure which country, um, but it's about a father and son who have unresolved issues and they all get resolved in a big drama. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey, it's the Pineys, books 1 through 9, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget the pizza pillow is also available, the new piece of merch. I invented it. It's a pillow that looks like pizza. Anyhow, Festival of the Troubadours. Let me see if the synopsis has anything. An unexpected reunion between a traveling musician and his son opens up old wounds as the two set out on a long journey to the Troubadour Festival. I want to say Spain. This feels like Spain to me. Don't think it is. I don't know. What this kind of lettering? Is it maybe Turkey? I'm not sure. Anyhow, it's a pretty classic story. I think that's why Netflix, Netflix picks up a lot of foreign films that are pretty good. So they only pick up the best. I mean, why pick up a bad foreign film? And this looks, pretty decent. I mean, it's got a universal concept. Father and son. The father is dying. The son has unresolved issues with him. He wanted his father to call him. He never did. And he's taking the bus to go to the Troubadour Festival. He pulls over the bus and insists his father go with him, and they can talk, but really they just end up arguing. And then they're at the Troubadour Festival because the father's dying. He wants to see his friends one last time. And a lot of stuff comes out. I wanted you to call me once, just once, when he was in boarding school. So, if you like drama, I think this will probably be good. Gives you a chance to look at a different culture, and seems to be a solid drama. Seems to be solid. The actors look pretty good in this. Again, when it's subtitled, it's a little tough sometimes. You're looking back and forth, but I think in a drama, sometimes it's a little less than, say, a comedy, where a lot of the stuff will be, a lot of the jokes will be too culturally centered for you to get all the time, and you might have to think about it a little longer, and it goes past you, and it's like too fast. Whereas a drama, even though there is some dialogue and you do have to read it often, it can be slow enough that it's not going to impact your viewing of the drama that much. So, I like the look of it, I like watching movies from foreign cultures just because I like to see it's a little more surprising. Like if this was just a drama about two Americans and his father had to go to some, music festival to play one last story or one last show because he's dying, and he was a rock star and he didn't just send his son away and never talk to him or whatever. I kind of know it more than I would in, say, a different culture. At least in a different culture, there might be a few things that'll be a little more surprising. They have a slightly different paradigm. It wouldn't be totally alien, but at least a little different enough that there might be some surprises in there, because the drama will play out slightly different than maybe an American drama. Certainly the comedy would. So, first act. First act, somehow the son finds out about the father being nearby, or that he's dying. Either one. So he hunts him down, gets him off a bus. He's going to see the Troubadours, and wants to drive him. The father reluctantly agrees. I think at some point, possibly also in the first act, he calls various friends and finds out that he is sick or something's wrong with him. Gets him on the road, finally confronts him. The father's kind of abstinent, or he apologizes, like, what the hell is he going to say? He's dying, he's old. They go through some old confrontation. And then finally they get to the Troubadour Festival, and maybe he sees his father in a different light. Again, this is pretty speculative. He sees his father in a different light, sees that this is his passion to play music, and for whatever reason, this is all he could do. He wasn't a good father, but he's a great musician. Everybody loves him, thinks he's a great musician. He never really knew, the passion he had for the music, sees him in a different light. They come to some resolution, maybe not a perfect one, because in a drama, you rarely get that sort of perfect resolution. And then probably they go their separate ways, or he dies, and that's the end. So if you like these kinds of dramas, I think you would do well to see something like this. I mean, especially if you have Netflix. I think this will be interesting. At the very least, you get to see another country and kind of how it operates a little bit. I mean, the Troubadour thing, the lute, feels very Spanish to me. But that's just a guess. Just a guess. All right. Well, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. Check out the Pizza Pillow, and we'll see you tomorrow.